Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about meditation. There are so many books and different ways to meditate. It can be quite confusing if you're going to start. However, I just want to impress upon you that you have to get your own little form of meditation because that's the only thing that will work for you. So you can try out some of the methods, but I just in the end just did my own form. Meditation is just being in a space where you just don't be doing anything else and you breathe and let be and just be. I feel you can connect quite strongly with your guides when you're meditating and also do your prayers if you want to. You can ask for what you want or what goals you want to achieve. You can ask during a meditation. I don't see meditation as just vacating your mind. I feel that practice can be what some meditation is, but I think for the majority of us, it's more about being in the space and relaxing and breathing and just bringing in the light. So I actually think meditating is more about bringing in the light and bringing in the energies than just doing the breathing. Of course, you can do both. And if you're skilled at meditating, you probably not even listen to this. But I just found that it was kind of daunting when I started looking at all the different ones. I impress upon you that if you are having trouble meditating on your own and you do want to meditate, the first thing you could probably do is to download or get some apps where they actually walk you through the meditation. I think that keeps you a bit more on track, and every time when you're veering off and starting to think about the shopping list, it'll bring you back if you're listening to the person's voice. They'll actually keep you on track more. You can also make your own tape, of course, but I kind of feel a lot of these tapes are really, really good for guiding you through the meditation so you stay in the meditative state. And that's what you're really trying to do, is to get into that state. I firmly believe that when you bring in the light and you lie in the light and you be in the light, you automatically are in that state because you're in an altered energetic environment. And I think that's what meditation is, that you're changing your energetic environment. The way I do it is I lie down because I just find that more comfortable for me. Put my arms to my side, do a few breaths, and then I bring in the light and I see myself lying in a big pool of light. With me, I then start to ask that if there's anything I need for the books or the podcast or my work, that it be brought in, and then I will feel my third eye starting to whirl. Does a whirling kind of thing, and then it keeps whirling and whirling. And I just stay there until it stops whirling, and then sometimes I stay there afterwards and just be in the calm and be in the peace. I know that it's altering my aura, and all the light I'm bringing in and the healing and the coloured lights, they're all altering my aura. So I kind of use it like a healing meditation for me. This is what I like to do. I don't do it for 45 minutes. I just do it till it ends. So sometimes it'll only be 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and that'll be it. It's done. And other times it could be 20 minutes or more. There are times too when I've actually gone to sleep. And that's, for me, a good thing because everyone needs a lot of sleep. Don't be harsh on yourself if you're having trouble meditating, where you're supposed to empty your mind of all thoughts. And then every time a thought comes in, you're supposed to push it out. Don't feel bad about it. It's really hard to do that. I actually think it's better to have a process that you use where there is some thought, like when I'm thinking about bringing in information for my books and then my third eye starts to whirl. I don't see that not as being in a meditative state. I think it's like being in a telepathic meditative state where I'm actually connecting with spirit. Because when we're in meditation, we actually are in a more spiritual place and more spiritual area, and we can talk to our guides in that place, or our God. It is a good place to have a conversation with them, or say some of the things you're hoping to achieve, or can they help you with this. Being in a meditative state also is really good for your body. Your blood pressure will go down, you will relax, your body will be more calm and more peaceful. Therefore, it's a good thing to do. If you've got a busy life, hectic life, and you don't get much time on your own, I suggest you do it at night once you're in a partnership, once your partner's gone to sleep and you've disconnected from each other by talking or whatever, then you just lie there and meditate. because it's going to be quiet, the house will be quieter, and you won't be interrupted as easily. In the morning, if you're a morning person, if you wake up before the other person, you can also meditate. There are people who like to go outside to meditate in nature, and they just sit outside and meditate. I haven't found that to be so good, because there's always a part of you that's sort of on guard in case someone walks by or comes up, or you're in an environment where you need to be a little bit more aware. If music helps you, put some music on. You can have the singing bowl music or the different types of music for the brain waves. They're really good for meditating as well. And just put those on and have them as a backdrop to your meditation. That'll help you. And if you find someone who you like their meditation, the way they do it, use them. You can change it around a bit as you feel, whichever you want for that day, but use those little tapes. The trouble with the tapes is that they'll be for so long, but you can always come out of them if you need to, if you just want to do 5 or 10 minutes. Meditation has been proven to be really good for your health, but I feel it's also good for your kind of emotional and psychological health as well. I think it cuts into all the different areas, besides the fact you are now connecting with spirit. I've always seen meditation as not a way to push everything out, put it all out there and not think of anything. I've actually thought meditation as connection to spirit, but in that way I think I'm quite different to other people. I'm actually using it as a conduit to connect to spirit as well, and I'm also meditating at the same time. Don't be harsh on yourself with this subject of the meditation. If you've got a friend who meditates for 45 minutes morning and night, and you don't do that, yours are 5 minutes, sometimes even less, it's okay. It's not about the quantity of time, it's about the quality and the depth that you can go into the meditation. So if you can go down into it quite quickly, you won't need to stay there for as long, and then you come out quite quickly. The breathing will help you. I've done some of the Tibetan breathing meditations. I found them really quite useful, because you're working on the energy level of the spiritual body, the soul, but also the physical body to get it in sync. So you might find that very, very helpful for you. I will do some podcasts stepping you through some meditations later. I'll do those as well. But in the meantime, I think it's really important that you access what you can from the internet and different apps, and use your meditation. Some people tell other people they meditate, other people don't say it so much. It's just a personal choice that you have. And you might be the only one in your house who meditates. But if it gives you some sanity and it makes your day better and you feel calmer, then I think it's worth it. We all need to find the type of meditation that works for us. That's what I'm trying to emphasize today, that one isn't better than the other. It's actually what matches you. I did lots of them, and I came back to just my one, which was I relax, I lie down, I lie still, and then I bring in the light, and I lie in the light, and then I relax, and then I know when I'm meditating properly, because my third eye will start to whirl, and I can feel it moving. And it will go like that for as long as possible. And you might find too, you'll have funny sensations around your body. You can feel energy shifting. I can feel it often. Sometimes it feels like something's just come off your head. You feel it come off, and then you might even have some pain that comes and then just goes. And that's all to do with the fact that you're in that meditative state and your body's doing some cleaning. Because when you meditate, I think it's a little bit like sleep, that your body does a little bit of an energetic cleaning up, a spiritual cleaning up. Also, don't feel that you can't ask when you're in that state to let go of some things. When you're meditating, it's a really good place to put that idea of, or let go of any anger I have, any resentment, any fear, all the different things we have, any upset, anything that's currently bothering you, any frustration. And while you're meditating, you let it go, because while you're in that state, it's a different state to when you're doing chores around the house sometimes. However, I also want you to understand that sometimes we'll go into little short meditations. We won't even realize we're doing it, and that'll often be around water. So if you're sitting watching the sea, you'll go into your little, it's like a daydream, but it's kind of like a meditation. And you'll also have it when you're in the shower and in the bath. swimming, and I think anywhere, even when you're washing up sometimes, if you're on your own, you get into that like place. Water is a very good conduit for meditation. So enjoy meditating, do it your own way, find the way you want to do it. You might even want to join a group who meditates, and sometimes the groups are good because they bring up the energy, and that actually helps everyone vibrate higher to meditate. Because what you're doing when you're meditating is you're bringing up your vibration, and your vibration gets higher and higher every time you meditate, and that can only be a good thing. So good luck with your meditation, and have a explore around and see what you can find. And you can use a combination of what you like to do and what some apps and internet meditations are online. You can use those as well, and also make your own meditative tape if you want to. So enjoy meditating this week, and I'm sending you lots of love and lots of light.